Life is like a wave. You want to ride it your way, but after you catch it, it's a delicate balance. All depending on what you do with the bumps along the way.
On the way back out, I'm thinking about the wave I just surfed, and when I get out there, I'm thinking about the next wave. And that's it. Just everything else goes away.
56 surfers with their eyes out for the best glassy waves wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a handful of Cherry Grove surfers who saw the rough waves of life as opportunity.
It's a super addictive sport. Once you start, you can't quit.
Luke Sharp is one of those surfers, a teacher by day and a wave rider the rest.
This is so much fun. We want to share this with people that need a little help to get in the water and help surfing. So that's kind of how Adaptive Surf Project started, just a group of surfers that wanted to help out some fellow surfers that had injuries.
He's the Adaptive Surf Project's director.
Let's do this!
Helping bring it a long way in its 6 years.
We have some really unique boards. We have boards with straps and chairs and ramps and handles and places for people to hang on to.
My guy's gonna surf!
It's hard not to be passionate about when you see kids out of their wheelchairs.
And on 1, 2, 3.
Surfing the water for the first time.
Okay, Jax, you ready? So for 6 years I've been seeing that, what I call the money shot, like that moment when the joy hits them, when the wave picks them up, and it just overwhelms them.
Luke's friend Brock Johnson is another great surfer and competition surfer. Paralyzed after jumping off a boat, he decided to choose triumph over tragedy. The Adaptive Surf Project started because of him, and he started Wheel to Surf.
It's like the happiest day you could have, to have people that don't have the ability to get out on the beach, don't have the ability to surf on their own. I mean, we have this wonderful community that's come together to make it happen.
All right, which one's your desk?
And it's been maybe the most life-changing for their friend Ernie Johnson.
And I was, no, I'm not going out there. Look, people drown that can use their legs all the time. I was terrified.
His friends were patient, and he changed his mind.
I would text him at night, 8 o'clock at night, and tell him that, the surf report looks good. Can you surf in the morning before you go to work? So Luke, for a few months, would get up and meet me at the pier at 6 o'clock. We'd surf for 45 minutes.
Now he and Brock compete together around the world.
All the pain, all of, I don't want to say suffering, all of the hardships that come with having a spinal cord injury, for me personally, all that stuff goes away every time I'm in the ocean.
With 2024 Olympic adaptive surfing dreams on their minds. All our waves are different.
Well, perfect wave isn't exactly going to be an easy one to catch.
But if one thing's for sure, we can all sit back and enjoy the ride.
Surfing really is enjoyable. I enjoy it.
This is where the magic happens. It gets dusty and dirty, and I get to get covered from head to toe and foamed up. There's 7 steps in making a surfboard. There's shaping, airbrushing, which is the artwork, putting fins in a board, laminating a board, which is the glass work to make it hard, and then sanding a surfboard and then making it shiny, which is the polish.
Over and over again on each of the 400 boards to come out of Island Inspired Board Company a year. All done by hand.
And you've got to get good at pulling tape lines if you're going to make surfboards.
Todd Sutz's surf shop began with a love of surfing in high school at Conway High School.
My mom is who got me into making surfboards. She bought me my first custom surfboard and said, that would be a great career. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, Mom, and there was only one surfboard builder in Myrtle Beach at the time.
30 years later, here he is. He spent 10 of those years with HIC surfboards in Hawaii's North Shore, perfecting the craft.
It was Luke Sharp who came to my shop, and he said, look, I got this idea. We'd like to make boards for adaptive, and I'm like, yes.
Everything from knee to elbow pads to handlebars, special shaping, and even a new invention.
Okay, Jax, you ready?
A surfboard chair. Whatever the need, Sutz is shaping it for the Adaptive Surf Project.
The young man that did it for the first time and his mom crying on the beach that she didn't ever think he'd be able to do this, that's what makes it all worthwhile and makes us want to do it more.
From kids doing what their families thought impossible to people like Ernie Johnson, who just won the East Coast Adaptive Surfing Championship. Their boards are all made here, bringing new meaning to Island Inspired. Inside wave or outside wave, no matter who you are or what your ability, one thing's for sure on an Island-inspired board: surf's up. The hours after a sun-filled summer day are nights to be taken advantage of.
I don't want to hit you with this thing.
Two guys do, 3 nights a week.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays now.
At a tucked-away beach.
This is kind of my secret spot until now.
Jose, ¿estás aquí?
They like to share it with those you might not expect.
Should I turn around here or I can turn around over there too? Ready?
The Adaptive Surf Project is at it again. Putting wheels on water is the group's newest specialty. It's an opportunity Jose Solorio isn't missing.
Oh, I'm doing good. Excited.
Jose paddleboards with his friends Van Horn and Luke Sharp from the Adaptive Surf Project. They take one person at a time on their new contraption. Even for these experienced surfers,
I have not seen adaptive paddleboard.
that'll make you look twice and smile.
About a month ago, they got this board and they say, you want to try it? I'm like, yes. For many years, I did nothing. You know, I mean, it was like nobody out there to help you do things. And just trying to do things on my own, being on the chair is hard.
Paralyzed in a work accident in 2003, Jose didn't become active until 5 years ago, when he was invited to join the adaptive surf crew in a basketball game.
And then I went for a basketball. I went there to watch. And they said, no, get out of your car, get in the chair and play. I did. And then they said, we got surfing. And I went surfing. I'm like, when are you guys doing it again? Yeah. And again. And every time they do something, I'm there.
I didn't think it was possible. We've tried it before. We've done kayaking before, but never paddleboarding. So this is a whole new experience. And with the outriggers on the paddleboard, it makes it really stable for somebody in a wheelchair.
Riding the waves, nothing is holding him back. As fate would have it, Jose learned to swim after his accident.
And now when I see people in wheelchairs, I'm like, hey, listen, have you heard from Coastal Adaptive? They're like, no. I'm like, well, they'll take you surfing, kayaking, paddleboarding, bike ride.
There's too many things in life now. He says he doesn't want to miss.
La vida es corta, las oportunidades están ahí, aprovéchalas. Life is short, opportunities are there. If you get one, take it.